Music, man. What's going on, YouTube? What's going on? What's going on? I had to replay it, man, because the last video I made was fucked up. What's going on, YouTube? Alright. Turn this down, man. What's going on, YouTube? This is my second video, man. This is a rerun of this video because the last video I made, it was too laggy. It was skipping all over the place. It kept freezing. I don't know what the hell was that about, but it's round two, man. It's round two. You know, the last video I made was unwatchable, man. I couldn't. It just kept freezing and buffering. I don't know what the fuck was that about, but here we go. And again, this is about a young man out there. Oh, young man, the dude older than me, but Cory Jenkins is who we're talking about today. And it's a bad situation that he had to go through out there in Mississippi, where a couple police officers, and I guess the police officers who he had problems with, it was Cory Jenkins, and I guess somebody else. I forgot his name. We're reading the article where they were just pretty much tortured and just done bad. You know what I'm saying? And in my last video, the first part of this video, I was pretty much saying how, you know, how many stories we don't know is coming out of the South or just Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? You know, with police officers going in and breaking into people's homes, you know, not warranted breaking into people's homes, doing whatever to them. And so you know, you don't hear about it. It's not in no headlines. You know, it's not in nothing. You just don't hear about it. It's just gone like air. It's just going in thin air. Like people at the deputy's office just tuck it underneath the rug. You know what I'm saying? So this is my take two of the same shit I just did. Like I said, here we go. I don't know what the fuck was up with that last stream, man. But here we go. U.S. Justice Department said Wednesday an investigation possible civil rights violations by Mississippi Sheriff Department after a drug raid last month left a black man with a bullet wound to his face. There's a stark discrepancy in how police say in January 24th incident unfolded and what lawyers for the family of Cory Jenkins says occurred. The lawyers claimed there was racially motivated attack. It was a racially motivated attack. While police say the shooting occurred after someone pointed a gun at the deputies during a late night raid in a home in Rankin County, just east of the capital state of Jackson. Jackson. Attorneys for Jenkins, 32, says he was critically injured by white Rankin County deputies. Jenkins was released from the hospital Tuesday and attended a news conference Wednesday, where he nodded affirmatively when the lawyer Malachi Shabazz, I don't know if I said that right, asking if deputies had beaten him and shot him in the mouth. This deliberate, this deliberate, no, this is deliberate, this is drawn out, this is unheard of, Shabazz told reporters. According to Shabazz, the deputies never presented a warrant before forcing their way into the home. The deputies immediately subdued Jenkins and another man, Eddie Terrell Parker. None of them resisted, he said. Shabazz said for the next 90 minutes, deputies punched Jenkins and Parker and repeatedly used tasers on them while they were handcuffed. Parker said he was sitting in the bathroom at 10 p.m. at the night when he heard loud talking coming from the home's living room. He said he opened the door and saw deputies in the hallway, and they immediately ordered him to get down on the floor. During the time he and Jenkins were held by the police, Parker said they were ordered to lie on their backs. He said deputies began pouring milk over his face. He said he struggled to keep breathing and keep from drowning at the same time. There was milk coming out of my nose and mouth, Parker told the Associated Press in an interview. I've never been in that position before, and I'd never been in that position before and felt the way I felt that night. The Justice Department released a statement following the news conference saying its Civil Rights Division, along with local FBI agents and federal prosecutors in Mississippi, have opened a federal civil investigation. Bailey Martin, a spokesperson for the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation, said the state agency also is investigating shootings. He declined further comment. In a news release on January 25th, the Bureau said that deputies were conducting a narcotics investigation when they entered the home. The Bureau said the shooting occurred after someone pointed a gun towards the deputies. The statement does not say whether a weapon was recovered at the scene. Rankin County Sheriff Brian Bailey said in the statement that he immediately sought a state of investigation. The sheriff's office gave a few details and said Jackson was charged with assaulting an officer and drug possession. Parker has been charged with possession of paraphernalia and disorderly conduct. Rest assured, if any deputy or suspect involved in this incident has found to have broken the law, he will be held accountable in accordance with the law, the sheriff said. So, as you can see, it's my second time reading that. As you can see, man, it's some bullshit. Like I said, some bullshit. You know, you out there in the South, man. You know, Jackson, Mississippi is a pretty black city, though, I think. Jackson, Mississippi. Ain't that's the place with the poisonous water? They got the poison water going on. I think it's Jackson, Mississippi, man. They got the most highest population of blacks, something like that. But yeah, man. Anyway, it's just terrible, man. It's just terrible. You know, it's just terrible. You know what I'm saying? What people going through. You know, and like I said, man, who knows how many stories is like that we don't even know about. You know? It's straight evil. You know what I'm saying? People down there, especially in the South, is evil, man. It's evil. You know? It's not even just in the South anymore. It's been everywhere. It's been all over. It ain't never go nowhere. And as I was saying in my last video, or it's the same video, this is the first take, I was saying that the statement, nothing is new under the sun, is a very true statement. And, you know, I'm just thinking like how bullshit. My bad. I had to pause, man. I'm just thinking how bullshit it was. How this first video was just freezing like that when I had views on it. I had a couple of views on it, and it was freezing and shit. And I ain't got no views on the shit, and I was smooth as fuck. It's crazy. But like I was saying, there's nothing new under the sun, man. The people who we was dealing with in slavery, we're still dealing with them same souls, man. We're still dealing with those same souls. People say you go when you die, you go to heaven, or you go to hell. No, I believe you stay here. You reincarnate, you come back in a new body. You know, I feel like we're not at that point yet to where our soul is on uh, gets set to one like we said, there's levels. You know, when we were playing, like let's say we're like this Middle Earth or whatever on some Asgard type shit. This like Middle Earth. You got a higher realm, you got a lower realm. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that we're at that point where we our souls finally go to a higher realm or a lower realm. We're not at that point yet. We're almost here. But people say the last days really is the last days for real. It's the last days. Whatever what you do in this life, decide. You're really gonna make your own decision whether to take that microchip. If you take the microchip, I know I'm going off the subject. This is just a side note. Take that microchip. Uh, that's gonna decide your fate. If you take that microchip or not. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna decide your fate. But anyway, back to the subject. That's just my opinion, by the way. If you disagree, let me know in the comments, man. But back to the story, man. You know, I'm just going on how we're dealing with the same souls, man. And these same souls, they don't get theirs, man. You know, people talk about hell, but it's gonna be hell on earth. Look at California, man. You know what I'm saying? Look when California was flooded recently, damn near underwater. But before that, it was on fire. Look at Australia, when the whole thing was on fire, burning. Look at the birth rates. Look at their birth rates. You know what I'm saying? They having less kids. They encouraging their kids to be girls. You know what I'm saying? At 5 years old, they talking about some he gender fluid. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn kid 5 years old talking about some I'm a girl. And then you a white family and you encouraging that. Not even doing that, you're encouraging your own demise when you're encouraging your son to be a damn girl. You pushing your own demise, you don't even know it. You don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you doing all this, pushing your own demise, and at the same time still hating us, still trying to kill us in the street. You know what I'm saying? And you already feeling the karma. Look at Turkey with that earthquake. The earthquake doing them bad, doing them dirty out there. They're your people too. They not black folks, that's for sure. When people out there, they do all type of stuff. They go out there in Africa and do all type of stuff. And that's their payback. That big ass earthquake. They just went out somewhere. I forgot what country it was in Africa. They slaughtered a whole bunch of people out there, man. You know what I'm saying? And now this is their payback. That big ass earthquake. Y'all out here cutting down the trees. Look up pictures of the Amazon. Show you right quick. I might as well going deeper on this one, man. Fuck it. Man, this is tough. That's why, man. When black people get hurt by the police officer, you know what I'm saying? White police officers, man. Look who we dealing with. I'm saying, look at this. We're dealing with people. We're dealing with people that'll do this. Share my screen. We dealing with people that'll do this right here to the planet. And you acting like, with this situation, this shit is not new. This shit don't really surprise. It surprises me, but it don't really surprise me like that. Cause we dealing with people that'll do this to the fucking planet, man. We dealing with people that'll chop down the Amazon forest and think shit sweet. You know what I'm saying? Straight evil. You know what I'm saying? We're dealing with people that'll go out their way and pollute the oceans for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Let me show another one. We're dealing with people that will do this right here. Let me see. Yeah. We're dealing with people that will do this right here. You know what I'm saying? So if we're living with people that'll go out their way to cut down the Amazon forest for a quick buck, them doing what they did to Jenkins, this shit don't really surprise me, man. This shit don't really surprise me, man. Cause them people evil, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, let me go on to my next thing. I'm pretty sure people have heard about this story already, but I'm gonna show it again. To bring awareness to it, man. This is fair use right here.
Embroiled in a legal battle. There's a lot of people down there talking. Michael Abeda made the drive down I-25 to get this story.
It's a story out of El Paso County that is getting national attention. Farming couples say they are the target of continued racial harassment online and in person. Today, the NAACP, one of them, bailed out of jail. Cory and Nicole Mallory say they own a ranch encompassing 1,000 acres in El Paso County. They first made headlines a few weeks ago when their story was posted on a digital outlet. They say that, among other things, they've been harassed and their property vandalized.
We are stalked, we are harassed, we are chased, we are followed. There's been spray paint where they put on items on our home.
El Paso County Sheriff's Office won't talk on camera, but they say in the past 2 years, they've responded to more than 170 calls for service that involved the individuals in the article. They say they will release legal documents and body camera upon request. We've made that request, but we're still waiting to receive those documents. Courtney Mallory was arrested Monday on a warrant for felony stalking, and after spending the night in jail, his bond was set at $6,000. On Tuesday, the NAACP is planning to post bonds for Mallory, and he will be released. This is a complicated story. We'll continue to talk to Courtney and Nicole, as well as try to get our hands on those police documents. We'll continue to update you as this story evolves.
Yeah, man. I just want to bring awareness to them two, the couples out there in Colorado. Dealing with the savagery out there in Colorado. And like I said in my last video, I never realized how racist Colorado was. You know what I'm saying? But we can't even farm in this country, man. We can't even grow our own food peacefully without it being some issues, man. And like I said, karma gonna come around full circle, man. Karma gonna come around full circle. And karma gonna come around full circle. And shit like this gonna happen to him. You know what I'm saying? Shit like this gonna happen. You gonna wake up one day and it's just gonna be like this one day. Keep playing with the natural people, with the original people of this planet, man. You know what I'm saying? And then one of your people gonna took it down, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. You know, people can say I'm all over the place or whatever, but I'm on these and calm now. So they don't get theirs, man. They don't get theirs, man. Straight up, you know, whether it's now or later. You know, like I said, man, black people, we don't even gotta do shit, bro. We don't gotta do shit. We just try and survive, man. Try and survive and watch for the signs. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe in the Bible, and the Bible say that we'll be in a land that surrounded by people that will have a perpetual hatred for us. And that's true. It's a fact. That's the fact. We're still dealing with people who still have that same hatred, that unnecessary hatred for us, to the point where it's becoming like a mental illness, man, like a disease. You know, because any type of person that breaks into somebody's house, puts a gun to their head and inside their mouth, and trying to blow their head off. Well, you ain't got no arrest warrant. You don't even know if this is the right man you're looking for. Even if it was the right man you're looking for, what type of shit is that? Pouring milk, trying to drown dude, like that's unnecessary. Over drugs and paraphernalia. You want to try to drown him and water torture his ass? Like, this is just straight evil. You just evil. You know what I'm saying? You just evil, man. Ain't nothing gonna solve that. Not all of y'all are evil. Not all of y'all is evil, man. There's some good white people out there, but a lot of y'all is not, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the good ones, they don't do nothing to check the bad ones, because they know the bad ones outnumber the good ones, man. And there's gonna be some problems. There's gonna be some problems if they see us speaking up for a nigger. Straight up. That's how they gonna look at it. Them skinheads and the rednecks, that's what they gonna say. You know what I'm saying? Why you sticking up for a nigger? That's exactly what they gonna say. It might kill your ass. You know what I'm saying? It just might. You know what I'm saying? So we can't really count on good white folks, so-called good white folks. You know? If anything, it's corny to me, to be honest with you. I mean, yeah, it'd be good if they would just wake up and start with the bullshit, so we can all benefit. And just go ahead and give us our reparations, so we can all benefit in this country. But on the other hand, it's kind of corny, man, because I go to Florida, and I see all these wakers out here with tattoos, and they want to be gangsters so bad. They want to all play that role as gangster, or pretend like they black or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And that shit corny as fuck. It's corny. I don't like seeing that shit. You got other niggas applying that shit. All I see when I see white people doing that shit is them trying to just take the culture. Just like how they took rock and roll. They stole rock and roll. We got Spanish people, Latinas out there trying to take hip hop. They done already took it from New York anyway. They done took that shit out of New York hands. It's another thing too. Niggas in New York, man. I know I'm going everywhere, but New York, man. New York tripping, man. Y'all done did all that mixing and shit with all them Hispanics up there. They feel entitled to say whatever the fuck they want to say to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Talk crazy to y'all. And y'all ain't gonna do shit. Just like I ain't do shit to 6ix9ine. I ain't advocating for death or whatever. But shit, that's just what it is up there. You know what I'm saying? I done had babies, body people. You know what I'm saying? So, to be honest with you, in my eyes, New York don't represent black people, man. You know what I'm saying? New York don't represent black people. Y'all foreigners now. Y'all just immigrants, bro. Y'all too entangled. You know, we can all say, oh, we all need to be at peace and we all need to love one another. No, man. No, no. There's been plenty of evidence where they don't show love for us. And them people was brought over here for a reason, man, to replace us. So no, there is no love, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just me personally, man. Like again, not all Hispanics is bad. I know there's some cool Hispanics out there, but just because you act one way out in front of me don't mean that you act another way behind closed doors. And sometimes the way how you act behind closed doors, y'all let it be known. Y'all let that be known with some of the shit y'all be saying. Some of y'all need to be having that passive aggressive ass talk, man. Y'all need to be passive aggressive sometimes. Some of the shit that y'all say, you know. Now, you know, but I'm in the South, man. So that's not really my battle. Not yet, anyway, because they haven't really took over the South. I don't think they ever gonna take over the South. But that's not really my battle. That's really for y'all niggas up north. And from what it look like from the outside looking in, y'all don't bow down. Y'all bow down to all the foreigners up there. Y'all bow down to them. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, man. I look at places like Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Or the real South, the deep South, real like this, where real niggas at, or like Chicago, places like Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Those are black people, like real black people, man. I don't know what y'all is up there up north, man. But anyway, back to the topic. I want to make a video on that too, man, just specifically on that subject. But you know, we're just dealing with people who have hatred for us, man. You know what I'm saying? And there needs to be laws placed, man, where cops that do something to a civilian, you know, we need to hurt their pockets, man. You know what I'm saying? Not only just put them in jail, we need to hurt their pockets, man, hurt their money. You know what I'm saying? So it needs to be more. It needs to be more than just throwing them in jail, so we can make sure that shit like this don't happen again, man. You know, so we can make sure shit like in Colorado, you know, that whole thing out there in Colorado, man, is you know, there need to be laws in place, man. To it's crazy how we still gotta say this in 2023 when we the people who built this country. We still gotta say that, hey man, we need some type of laws protecting this. Because it just goes to show how much they don't give a fuck about us, man. You know, we the people who built this country. You know, y'all want to invite everybody else over here. Y'all want to do all this fuck shit to us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to kill us on the street, shoot us down on the street. The same people who've been behind y'all this whole fucking time. We done fought in y'all wars. We still trying to be buddies with y'all. I go in Florida, there's plenty of niggas that's trying to be nice to y'all. They're still trying to be nice to y'all and accept y'all. Y'all niggas out there saying y'all saying nigga and all type of shit. Got white kids saying nigga and all type of shit right in front of other black people, and they accept it. Because they think, you know, they think that shit cool. That's another reason I ain't really fucking with Florida, man. You know, Florida too, I don't know. Not all the niggas, man, but I don't know. I don't know. Florida questionable too. You know. That's all I'm saying. You know, but like I said, man, you know, these people need to wake up, man, and stop doing this fuck shit to us, man. Because the only thing that's gonna happen is Mother Nature just gonna fuck this whole shit up. And the sun gonna get hotter. Y'all gonna be the first ones to go. I promise you. Y'all gonna be the first ones to go. Y'all gonna be the first ones to go. Look at the high death rates. People having heart attacks in their sleep. Why is that? Why is that, man? Death spike happening all over Europe, all over Australia. Because you doing shit like this to us, man. And we don't even deserve it. You don't even deserve it, man. Y'all captured us. Y'all stole us. You know, and everything we learning over here is a byproduct of what the fuck y'all done did to us in slavery, man. To the point where we're celebrating these fucking holidays, and these holidays ain't even our culture. These just slave tactics to tell us when to give us to tell us to give you our money. Like, oh, it's the first of the year. Come give me your money. Oh, it's Black History Month. Come give me your money. It's Valentine's Day. Come give me your money. Oh, it's Groundhog Day. Come give me your money. Oh, it's this day. Oh, it's this holiday. Oh, it's that holiday. It's always just a way to trick us to giving you our money. You know what I'm saying? Celebrating shit they don't got nothing to do with us. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, black folks, man. We need to start celebrating these holidays, man. Why the fuck we celebrate these people holidays if all they gonna do is do what they did with you and what they did with Cory Jenkins, man. That's all they gonna treat you. But we still celebrating these holidays, and you gonna try and come up with excuses like, oh, I don't want my son to miss out, or I don't want my son to feel some type of way, or my children to feel some type of way. Like, fuck all that, bro. We can come up with our own days. You don't even gotta be on the same day. You can be on a different day. You know what I'm saying? All these holidays doing is killing us anyway with Thanksgiving, especially Thanksgiving. But all you just eating is poison. All right, that's all you doing is eating poison. You know what I'm saying? So it's just when you gonna wake up to the bullshit, man, because you can just clearly tell these people don't give a fuck about you, bro. These people ain't gonna never care about you. You know, Mississippi don't get theirs though, because once this story get bigger, Mississippi gonna lose money, and they need to get put under the jail, man. And like I said in my last video, these cops want to put guns in people's mouths, man. When they go to prison, some gonna get stubbed in their mouth. You know what I'm saying, man? They gonna get done real dirty up there in prison, man. Especially if they found out they police officers did fuck shit to this man, and he's a church going man. This man go to church. He's a church going man. And you did that man dirty, man. They had to cut out his tongue. He can't even talk no more. Because you want to eat evil. You like this evil, man. Not all of you, but a lot of you, like I said. But I ain't trying to make this shit too long, man. Let's support these people out there in Colorado, man, as best way we can. Just bring some more awareness to it. And I'm just doing my part, man. So let's go 7, man. I'll see y'all. I'll catch up with y'all, man.